Hi, I'm Hannah Bernard, and we are here today at the 6th Annual AlphaNorth Capital Event Conference in the Bahamas. Right now, I am joined by Sheldon Croome, President and CEO of Atlas Biotechnologies. So Sheldon, let's start off by you just telling me a little bit about your company and what the story is behind that.
So Atlas Biotechnologies was founded on the principle of innovation in the field of medical science, specifically using cannabis and cannabis derivatives.
Okay.
Really, it became something that I was interested in pursuing because of primarily anecdotal evidence, but coming within a close family member who had survived cancer, and he attributed that to cannabis actually, and he started using cannabis as a treatment. He hadn't previously tried it, and it showed very positive results. So that's really the reasoning why I got into it, but it blossomed into a very interesting business to run and to build in a obviously booming industry. So it's been exciting, and yeah, it's going very well.
Let's talk about that booming industry. How do you differentiate yourself from others in your sector?
So one of the biggest ways that we've been differentiating is by designing specific medical formulations that meet patient needs. So if someone's looking for a specific outcome, we try to match our formulations with that outcome.
Okay.
And really for us, it's been partnering with companies like pharmaceutical firms that have done innovation and research in health sciences and pharmaceuticals to be able to achieve the level of science that we need to achieve to have credibility, not only locally but internationally, as well as to have products that actually will help the patients, not necessarily relying on something like a placebo effect or really anything else aside from strictly science.
And can you share some of your growth strategy and goals over the next 6 months coming from the company?
The growth strategy for Atlas is predominantly focused on the international markets, with definitely a high focus in the European Union and the UK. We've been establishing operations in Denmark, and we've been establishing operations in the UK specifically to service not only those regions but the rest of the European Union as well as Australia. So that's been really the focus for us. It's also a big differentiator because there's not that many other companies focused in that region right now. There's only a few, and they're held to a very high regard when it comes to things like GMP standards, which are important in the cannabis space especially, or any kind of medical formulation space. So yeah, that's been a big part of what our growth strategy includes.
As I said, you are the president and CEO of your own company. You are a leader, but who is your role model? Who's someone that you look up to?
You know, when I founded this company, one of the people that I looked up to was Chip Wilson, the founder and CEO of Lululemon. Our strategy was to make sure that we were appealing to women. Chip Wilson clearly did a very good job at that.
Yeah.
We took a page out of his book when we were designing it to make sure we didn't accidentally exclude 50% of the population by designing something that was too male-oriented in an industry that we found to be already relatively male-dominant, at least based on statistics that were readily available. And that was really something that stuck out for us. He also happens to be a good friend of Jim Hole, our VP of Cultivation, also a local celebrity in Edmonton, and that's where we're based. So that was one of the things that he was one of the people that really influenced the decisions at the start of the company when we founded it. And I look up to him still to this day.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Sheldon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Hannah.